Let's go ahead and it's 9:01. Let's begin this meeting. This is Mason County Commission's regular business meeting for February 16th, 2021. We will begin with our Pledge of Allegiance. Kevin, would you please do us the honor of leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's a long way away from this desk once I get out of there. All right, thank you very much, Commissioner. Roll call, please.
Commissioner District 1, Randy Netherland.
I'm here.
Commissioner District 2, Kevin Schutte.
Here.
Commissioner District 3, Sharon Trask.
I'm here.
Thank you. All right, item number 4 is correspondence and organizational business. Do we have any correspondence to come before the commission, please?
We do. Brenda Wyndham sent in a letter regarding the proposed new subdivision. Patty McGuire, Mason County Auditor, sent in a letter of appreciation. Kenneth Sebi sent in an advisory board application for the Timberland Regional Library Board of Trustees. And Fire Chief Clint Volk from Mason County Fire District 6 sent in a letter regarding the request for a review of appraisal process and result for Area 3 and 1.
Thank you. Item number 4.2, news release, Housing and Behavioral Health Advisory Board updates, Dave Wyndham. I don't see Dave Wyndham on here. Todd, are you taking this one?
Yes, I'm happy to.
Thank you.
On January 27th, 2021, the Housing and Behavioral Health Advisory Board met to finalize their annual report to the Board of County Commissioners for funding priorities in 2021. The Housing and Behavioral Health Advisory Board began in August of 2018 with the purpose of strategically aligning housing, homelessness, mental health, and chemical dependency grant awards to improve the health of Mason County residents. The board's actions for 2020 and recommendations for 2021 are compiled in an annual report that can be accessed by visiting the Mason County website under the Housing and Behavioral Health Advisory Board section. The Housing and Behavioral Health Advisory Board recommends a focus on affordable housing and continued support of the expansion of grants and services occurring in the behavioral health crisis response system. For questions, please call our office at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
Thank you very much. Item number 4.3, news release, Mason County Board of Equalization membership, Becky Rogers.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
The Board of Mason County Commissioners is seeking applicants to fill an alternate position on the Mason County Board of Equalization. The 3-year term ends on May 31, 2022. Applicants must reside in Mason County. The Board of Equalization is a 3-member board appointed by the Mason County Commissioners. 2 alternate members may also be selected. The board's responsibility is to ensure that all property valuations are at 100% of market value, so equitable tax assessment can be established. Taxpayers may appeal their assessments, including assessments of real and personal property, forest land, timber, and open space. The board also considers denial of senior citizen property tax exemptions. Taxpayers can file a petition with the Board of Equalization, and a hearing will be scheduled to present their appeal of their assessment for timely filed and completed petitions. Depending on the number of appeals heard each year, the board may meet up to 3 days a week throughout the year. Board members are paid a per diem, currently $100 per day when in session. As required by RCW 84.48.042, the successful applicant must attend training provided by the Washington State Department of Revenue within 1 year following appointment or reappointment. Interested citizens may obtain an application at the Mason County Commissioner's Office, 411 North 5th Street, Shelton, or by calling Shelton 360-427-9670, extension 380, or from Belfair 360-275-4467, extension 380, or Elma 360-482-5269, extension 380, or visit the Mason County website at www.co.mason.wa.us. This position is open until filled with the first review March 16, 2021.
Thank you. Next up is item number 4.4, County Road Herbicide Program, noticed by Loretta Swanson.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
It may seem a little silly to be announcing this, looking out the window at all the snow, but here we go. We're looking ahead. Mason County Department of Public Works will begin the spring application of herbicides for vegetation control along county roads on or after Monday, March 1st, 2021, weather permitting. Emphasis on the weather permitting. For a detailed list of roads affected by the herbicide application program, please contact the Mason County Department of Public Works at 360-427-9670, extension 450, or visit the county website, www.co.mason.wa.us. Property owners that are adjacent to the areas to be sprayed that do not want the spraying to take place may enroll in our Owner Will Maintain program by contacting Public Works. Those property owners who have already enrolled in the program and designated their property as no spray will not need to contact the Public Works office. Their property will not be sprayed.
Thank you. Mackenzie, is there any other correspondence, organizational business to come before this body?
No, there is not.
Thank you. Next up is item 5, which is our open forum for citizens input. This is an opportunity for the community to speak with the commission in regards to any item that is not on the agenda. If it is on the agenda, we ask that you hold off and you'll be given an opportunity at that time to speak if we put it for a vote. With that being said, I will first ask Mackenzie, are there any correspondence in the way of open forum from the citizens that would like to be read into the record?
No, not that I've received.
Okay, so out in the audience, is there anybody who would like to address the commission on an item not on the agenda? What I would ask is that you please unmute yourself, say your name, and give me an opportunity to call on you at that point. Is there anybody in the public who would like to speak to the commission regarding an item not on the agenda? Hearing none, we will move forward to item number 6, which is the adoption of today's agenda.
Mr. Chair, I move adoption of today's agenda as presented.
I'll second.
It has been moved and seconded for the adoption of today's agenda as presented. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Are there any nays? Hearing none, motion carries and the agenda is adopted. Next up, item number 7, approval of the minutes.
Mr. Chair, I move that we adopt or approve the minutes for February 1st, 2021 and February 8th, 2021 briefing minutes and February 2nd, 2021 regular minutes.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded for the approval of the minutes for the February 1st, 2021, February 8th, 2021 briefing minutes, and February 2nd, 2021 regular meeting minutes as presented. Any pulls or changes? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 8, approval of the action agenda. What we have before us is our action agenda, which will be enacted with one vote of the commission, unless we have an item taken off for a separate vote and explanation. With that being said, we will read each of the items. At that time, after reading them, you'll be given an opportunity to take something off for a specific vote. If you have a comment or a question, you'll be given that opportunity for a question, but any comments must be given by having the item removed. With that being said, I will read item number 8.1 through 8.7. Commissioner Trask, would you please read 8.8 through 8.15? Commissioner Schutte, would you please read 8.16 through 8.23? Item number 8.1, approval to pay Marie Gissy McCulloch, probation officer, 10% lead pay, effective February 16th, 2021 through December 31st, 2021. Item number 8.2, approval for the chair to sign the conflict of interest agreement with Foster Garvey regarding their intent to enter into an agreement with the Housing Authority at Mason County to develop an interlocal agreement between Mason County Housing Authority and Mason County. Item number 8.3, approval of the resolution to define county responsibility to the city of Shelton for permanent certificate of occupancy for the new Mason County District Courthouse, building number 10. Item number 8.4, approval of Amendment B to the Emergency Solutions Grant, COVID-19 ESG-CV, contract number 20-4613C-117 for the budget category adjustments to allow subcontractors to follow allowable expenditure guidelines. Item number 8.5, approval of amendment number 3 to the eviction rent assistance program grant with Crossroads Housing to reallocate $34,223 from the administration budget category to rent assistance. Item number 8.6, approval of the court interpreter reimbursement program through the administrative office of the court's interagency agreement number IAA 21627 to reimburse a portion of the interpreter's costs incurred between July 1st, 2020 and June 30th, 2021, up to $10,269. Item number 8.7, approval of the Uniform Guardianship Act through the Administrative Office of the Court's Interagency Agreement, number IAA 21649, to reimburse costs paid to attorneys appointed for a parent or court visitors in minor guardianship cases incurred between January 1st, 2021 and June 30th, 2021, up to $16,000.
Item 8.8, approval of the amendment to the interlocal agreement with the Thurston Mason Behavioral Health Organization and Superior Court, contract number 20-015, to fund involuntary treatment court judicial services and costs. Item 8.9, approval of the ordinance amending ordinance number 03-16 concerning the composition of the Mason County Board of Health to add a medical provider. Item 8.10, approval to set a public hearing on Tuesday, March 16th, 2021 at 9:15 a.m. to review final project performance on the 2019 Community Development Block Grant, Public Services Grant, and COVID-19 Amendment. Item 8.11, approval to appoint Carl Soper as a regular member to the Mason County Board of Equalization to fill a vacant position for a term ending May 31st, 2021. Item 8.12, approval to appoint Kenneth Sebi to the Timberland Regional Library Board of Trustees to fill an expired term ending December 31st, 2024. Item 8.13, approval to appoint Janine McLaughlin to the Lewis Mason Thurston Area Agency on Aging for a 2-year term ending January 31st, 2023. Item 8.14, approval to call for a request for proposals to obtain a contractor to provide $5,000 worth of essential items or services equally split between the north end of the county and the south end of the county to the poor or infirm with a preference towards veterans. Item 8.15, approval to authorize Public Works to select and enter into agreements for right-of-way appraisal services from the county MRSC consultant roster. The maximum payout for the agreement is not to exceed $200,000. In a 2-year period, Public Works will announce the consultant selection during a regular scheduled commissioner meeting.
Item 8.16, approval of the resolution for County Road Project 2029 Agate Road and County Road Project 2030 Old Belfair Highway hot mix asphalt overlay projects, as well as approval for the chair to sign all pertinent documents and Public Works to advertise said set bid opening date and time and award the contract. Item 8.17, approval for the chair to sign the joint funding agreement number 21YGJFA03400 with the U.S. Department of the Interior U.S. Geological Survey for the period of October 1st, 2020 to September 30th, 2021 for stream flow monitoring gauge stations on the Skokomish River. Item 8.18, approval for the chair to execute the adopt a road agreement between Mason County and the following volunteer organizations: One Web Family assigning Insull Road from milepost 0.00 to milepost 0.399, and Delight Park Road from milepost 0.00 to milepost 0.931 as their designated adopted area. And two Friends of Lynch Creek Farm assigning Johns Prairie Road from milepost 0.510 to milepost 2.505 as their designated adopted area. Item 8.19, approval to set a public hearing for Tuesday, March 16th, 2021 at 9:15 a.m. on the award of the solid waste and recycled materials hauling services agreement to Mason County Garbage Company, Incorporated. Item 8.20, approval to set a public hearing for Tuesday, March 16th, 2021 at 9:15 a.m. to consider the rezone of 96 acres, 2 parcels from rural residential 5 and 20 to rural natural resource by Bayshore Sand and Gravel. Item 8.21, approval of the contract amendment for the Belfair Urban Growth Area Planned Action Environmental Impact Statement to include a more robust cultural resource section in the EIS, which includes an increased budget of $8,300. Item 8.22, approval of warrants and Treasury electronic remittances. Claims Clearing Fund warrant number 8077399 through 8077619 in the amount of $1,205,751.42. Direct Deposit Fund warrant numbers 75028 through 75412 in the amount of $739,391.41. Salary Clearing Fund warrant numbers 7005719 through 7005754 in the amount of $1,028,824.20. And Treasury electronic remittances in the amount of $317,686.30. And item 8.23, approval of the amendment to the interlocal agreement with the Thurston Mason Behavioral Health Administrative Service Organization and Indigent Defense, updating the contract for Involuntary Treatment Court and relieving Indigent Defense of administrative workload in reimbursement.
Now that these items have been read into the record, this is your opportunity to ask a question that may help you to decide whether or not this should be taken off for a separate vote. This is not an opportunity to testify on it. If you want to do that, again, we need to take it off for a separate vote. Now that it's been read into the record, is there anybody in the audience who has any questions that would help them make that decision? If so, please unmute, say your name, and I will call on you at that time. Commissioners, do you have any questions on any of the items before us?
I do not.
All right. Is there anybody who would like to have any items taken off for a separate vote? If so, please unmute yourself and make your name be known. Commissioners, do you have any items you'd like taken off for a separate vote?
I do not.
Okay, then I will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move adoption of today's action agenda items 8.1 through 8.23 as read.
I'll second.
It has been moved and seconded for the approval of the action agenda 8.1 through 8.23 as read. Are there any comments from the commission? I have one. First of all, I need to apologize to Marie for tearing up her name. Next time I will try to make sure that when I can't pronounce your name, I will make sure another commissioner gets that job. So my apologies. And a very special thank you to everybody who stood up to serve on our Board of Equalization and our other advisory boards. You are absolutely 100% necessary and needed. Sometimes you provide that connection that we may not have with the general community, and you make sure that our government stays public. With that being said, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The motion carries. The action agenda is adopted as presented. Item number 9, department heads and elected officials. Are there any department heads who would like to speak to the commission or the public on any issue? If so, please unmute yourself, let your name be known, and I will call on you. Any elected department heads? Hearing none, we will move forward to item number 10. We have no public hearings at this time. So we will move to item number 11, which is our board reports and calendars. Commissioner Schutte, if you don't mind starting us off, then Commissioner Trask, and then myself.
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Going forward this week, I have a meeting with Scott Burr from the Canal Coordinating Council. Also have a meeting with Mason County Garbage and SC Johnson, talk about their pilot program and where that is headed for recycling. Also have our Mason Transit Board of Directors meeting this evening. Alliance for a Healthy South Sound and a Hood Canal Coordinating Council Board of Directors meeting. Also have a meeting with Shelton's new police chief, Chief Carol Beeson, and the Thurston Mason BHASO, as well as a treatment sales tax funding follow-up meeting that I think might be getting moved because of the vaccine clinic. Also have a Thurston Mason BHASO governing board meeting. Going forward, have a meeting with Ginny Derrick of the Army Corps of Engineers to talk about the Skokomish River Valley projects that are moving along, as well as a meeting of the Housing and Behavioral Health Advisory Board to bring us back for our regular commission meeting at the beginning of March.
All right. After this, following this meeting, I have a meeting with Lisa Anderson with DNR to talk about trust lands. Governor has a press conference today at 2:30. We have the Mason Transit Board meeting at 4. My dog's birthday is Wednesday. We have our EOC meetings Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. We had ours today because of the weather. Because of President's Day yesterday. We have Association of Counties Public Health Committee meeting, the Public Works meeting on Thursday, Turning Point Board meeting, our Legislative Steering Committee meeting on Friday, Pack Mountain meeting on Friday, briefing on Monday, Association of County meeting at noon. My mother-in-law's birthday is Tuesday, next Tuesday. I have a meeting with Derek Kilmer on Tuesday, Turning Point meeting, Public Works, traditional and technical meetings, Community Action Council, and then my regular Fridays, Legislative Steering Committee. And then again, Mondays are Association of Counties, and then we're back here on Tuesday.
Thank you. So as was said, I also attend the area command meetings. Mason County Housing Authority had a meeting since our last meeting, Peninsula Regional Transportation Executive Board. We had executive sessions, briefings, North Mason Vaccination Clinic went extremely well. I'm so proud of everybody and everything they do up there. Olympic Regional Clean Air Authority. I met with the board president of Collins Lake and went through a drive around through the community to help them work on some of their issues. Coming up this next week, we also have our area command again. No, excuse me, this was still last part. I had an EDC meeting and a meeting of the Gorse Coalition. Coming up, I have a North Mason Vaccine Clinic again. There also will be a South Mason vaccination clinic that I will be attending and trying to help out and bring coffee and stuff on that one. Mason Transit Authority, another Mason County Housing Authority meeting, North Mason Chamber of Commerce retreat, a canvassing board meeting. I will also be dropping in on some of the Association of County meetings that they put on, those webinars, and I very much appreciate them. Thank you, Commissioner Trask, who serves on that. Let's see, I will also have a Peninsula Regional Transportation regular board meeting, a canvassing board meeting, some briefings, and another canvassing board meeting. And that brings us back to where we do this all over again. Commissioner, should you please tell Scott I say hi? What a great man. I miss working with him. And you're going to be meeting with the chief. I'll tell you an interesting thing. I had somebody that was very upset when this chief was selected, who I heard somebody else was talking and made some comments, and this person who was so upset stopped and said, you know what you're talking about? This person's turning out to be pretty doggone great, stepping out and putting their bodies right in the middle of everything going on, and was very appreciative. So I can't wait to meet this person as well. So please pass that on, that she is definitely turning her adversaries into supporters. So.
Well, I'm not sure how less than a month on the job you could have that many adversaries, but I'll be sure to pass that on to her.
Actually, the adversaries, in my opinion, was because of where she came from. That's welcome to our community sometimes. Anything else? Then
Real quick, just wanted to add that I did meet with Congresswoman Marilyn Strickland. And we had a really good conversation, probably 30 minutes, and we talked about issues going on with Mason County. And so I'm looking forward to that relationship with her and getting her to help us further Mason County's projects.
wonderful. All right, anything further? Then I will entertain a motion.
I move-
Do I hear a second, Commissioner Trask?
Second.
It is moved second for adjourned. Hearing no objection, we are adjourned. Have a great day, everybody.